They're the ones who make it happen. They're the ones who get it done. And that's why we shine the spotlight on them on Business for Breakfast. It's time now for the Business Leaders Spotlight on Money Radio.
Well, it is that time of the week once again. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:35, we sit down and visit with some of the Valley's business leaders, men and women who make a difference right here in our own backyard and our community. And we just happen to have one of each this morning as I welcome two guests aboard for the Business Leaders Spotlight today. And they've got a great partnership they're going to explain to us in a moment. Kanaan is the CEO of Envoy America, and Jenny Martin is the Executive Director and CEO of the Phoenix Cancer Support Network. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Ladies first, Jenny, let's explain to everyone listening what the Phoenix Cancer Support Network, I mean, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but let's talk about that a little bit.
Sure. So Phoenix Cancer Support Network is a network that we founded in 2016, so we're relatively new. And basically what we do is provide support and advocacy for cancer patients here in the Phoenix area. So if they're going through a cancer journey, whatever obstacles they have, we try and fill the gaps that aren't already available in the community.
There's a lot of need when someone finds out the dreaded C word. Is there something near and dear that made you get into this?
Absolutely. So 13 years ago, I lost my sister Annie to a very rare type of bone cancer called Ewing sarcoma. She was 24 years old when she passed away. And our family has just been very involved in advocating for cancer patients ever since. When you have something like that happen in your family, people, whenever they have a diagnosis, come to you and say, I was just diagnosed. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. And so we became that resource for people through this network.
We joked on the outside coming in. We all have other jobs, right? And so this is something that you do as part of your passion.
Absolutely. This is all free time before and after hours. I have a day job. I have 3 kids. This is something that I do in addition to all of that.
Well, that is exciting. We appreciate that. Jenny Martin, CEO of the Phoenix Cancer Support Network, and the CEO of Envoy America is Kanaan. Casey, thanks for being here. Let's tell people what you guys do. And I think we've heard of your company for a while here in Arizona. Born and raised in Phoenix, right?
Thank you, Mark, for having us again on your show.
Of course.
We are a 3-year-old company born and raised in Phoenix. We are a ride-sharing company that provides transportation, assistance, and companionship for seniors as well as patients and people that can drive or shouldn't drive.
We've talked before, and I remember you telling us, this is basically the Uber, really, kind of, or the Lyft of this type of service. And you guys put a lot into making sure the right drivers are there in place. You do your homework.
Absolutely. The drivers, they play the same role a son or daughter or family member would do to help their mom or dad or loved one. They're vetted, trained, training on how to help somebody transfer out of a wheelchair into a car, trained on how to interact with somebody with memory issues. As a matter of fact, we received the Dementia Smart Award just a few months ago for the type of training we provide and how we make somebody's life a little bit easier and better.
That is great. Jenny, the Phoenix Cancer Support Network, how many people are you serving, and what is this partnership with Envoy America kind of help you do?
Sure. So altogether now, like I said, we launched officially last August. We've been planning since 2016, but altogether we have about 35 clients now that we are serving and helping through their cancer journey. And one of the biggest parts of that is transportation. These are people who are very sick, a lot of them alone, can't get to their doctor appointments, can't drive to the grocery store. And I had the opportunity, I started this thing by myself, thought I would try Lyft. It was a disaster. And the client that I was working with for my very first ride said, try these people. And she handed me an Envoy business card. And so I reached out to them. They set me up. Casey personally reached out to me almost immediately and said, cancer's touched our lives. We want to help. And so they provide administrative support to us. They provide rides for our clients at a discounted rate for us. And they provide sponsorship at our events. They've done everything they possibly can to help us move this thing forward. And we're so appreciative.
Yeah. Casey, when I said that before, you're like the Uber or Lyft, but for this, because your drivers know what to expect, where if you just called a a ride-sharing they don't know. I mean, there might be someone going through chemotherapy, have lost their hair, look ill, feel ill, sound ill, where if you're just a regular driver, you might be like, wait, what is going on in my back seat? Where if you're with Envoy America, you know exactly what you're doing.
You're absolutely right. One of the benefits we offer drivers is the ability to know ahead of time, at least one day in advance, who they're helping, where they're going, the type of service. It could be medical treatment, but it could be going to a religious service. So the drivers appreciate that. They know what, and they can decide what to do and how to service the folks that we serve.
We continue our Business Leader Spotlight on this Monday morning. We have a great opportunity to visit not with just one, but two CEOs in town, Envoy America CEO Casey Kanaan and Jenny Martin, the CEO of the Phoenix Cancer Support Network. Both of these two will join us in just a second. We are visiting and continuing our Business Leader Spotlight this morning with two CEOs, Envoy America CEO Casey Kanaan and Jenny Martin, CEO of Phoenix Cancer Support Networks. This is a new partnership. How often do you two communicate now? Is this ongoing every day?
So it's pretty frequent. The majority of what our clients need right now is transportation, and we have just built such a great partnership that I'm in conversations, not as much with Casey, but with his team. Anytime a client needs anything, a ride or somebody to help them with groceries, whatever it may be, I call them, and it's several times a week that I run into the situation, and they just handle it for me. So when I'm running my everyday life, I just give Envoy a call, and they take care of it for me.
That is great. I think this partnership is going to be a good one for both sides. Casey, before I let you go, let's explain a little bit more, not necessarily what you do, but how people can get involved. Maybe they hear this and go, that's what I need, or I need that for a loved one. What's the best way to reach out to you and your company?
They can reach out to us either by calling us. The phone number is 888-375-5558. They can send us an email by going to our website. The best way is to call, and we'll take care of them.
And Jenny, is there a good email or website for you as well?
Absolutely. So the best way to reach us, if you go to our website, www.pcsnetwork.org, everything is right there. You can apply for assistance, you can get our phone number, or you can send us an email at info@pcsnetwork.org.
pcsnetwork.org.
Correct.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you both for getting here and being here bright and early with us this morning. Thanks for letting us shine the spotlight on both of your companies, and keep up the great work, okay?
Thank you.
There you go. That's Casey Kanaan from Envoy America and Jenny Martin, CEO of Phoenix Cancer Support Network. A great partnership right here in our own backyard. And today, they were our Business Leader Spotlight for Monday.